Now, here's your Hinds WHUC Sports.
Good evening, and thank you for joining me on this edition of WHUC Sports News 7. I am Mccray Brown. Currently, I'm at the first home game of the season, and me and my team is here to give you full coverage. But first, we're currently on the second quarter with 14-7. Let's take a look how that first quarter is going. Hinds received the opening kickoff of the game and returned the ball 61 yards into Bulldog territory. This big return by Edmund Dabney set the tone for the Eagles' success in the ball game. After the opening kickoff, Besean Mccray threw an interception, giving the Bulldogs the ball back. The Eagles' defense quickly got a turnover at the 12:36 mark when Taylor Hunt recovered a fumble at the Bulldog 29-yard line. Hinds ended the first half with the lead 27-14. Let's go over to Ezekiel Harris as he tells us the fans' perspective.
That's right, Mccray. I'm going to sit here right here in the midst of the fans as we're here cheering the Eagles on.
Hinds Community College has a new rule. Masks is not required in football games. I spoke with freshman Jada Porter on how she feels about the new rule.
I feel like that is very careless of them because a lot of people are dying because of COVID. They should really take it seriously, and they're not. And I feel like everybody should be out here taking it very seriously because of the number of races.
As the Eagles are dominating the Dogs, Hinds freshman Nathanael Davis tells me how he is enjoying his first football game.
Nice that we winning, upset and everything. I don't look like they really got too much to stop us.
Hinds cheerleader Holden has encouraging words for the Eagles.
Just play with all your heart and all that you have within you, and you can succeed.
That's right,
Thanks, Zeke. It looks like you're sitting amongst the hypest of the crowd tonight. Oh, how we miss seeing the band perform their field show. The halftime show was definitely a sight to see after a year of COVID-19 affecting the performance of the Hinds Eagle Band. The theme for this year was Broadway, and music selection was from Hamilton itself. The High Steppers graced across the field with an accompaniment of the Color Guard team as they did leave it all on the field for their very first performance of the school year. As you can see behind me, there's a packed crowd that decides to come out to the game tonight. COVID-19 has definitely not stopped these Eagle fans from showing up for their team. We now go over to Tracy as he wraps up the game tonight.
That's right, Mccray. I most definitely have an Eagles view of this game. It's the third quarter right now. The Eagles are up by 14.
Holmes started out the second half with a great 35-yard kick return. Holmes running back number 22 ran a 10-yard touchdown to make the score 35-21. Hinds' first possession of the second half went off as a clinic as quarterback Mccray hits Sebastian Thomas for a 9-yard gain, making the final score 41-21. I talked to Hinds quarterback Besean Mccray to see what they could have done better this game.
Just execute little things. There's always the little things in football. So it's 11 people, and all 11 got to be perfect. And we're going to work on that all week. It's week 2. It's not an excuse, but we're going to keep working. Okay.
Our Hinds free safety, Jaylen Brown, tells us some things they needed to work on at practice to be ready for the next game.
I feel like we got to execute a little better on offense and defense. Last game was a little lopsided. Defense played a little harder, but tonight we got a little balance, but I feel like we can still increase on both sides. We can play way better than this.
Head coach Larry Williams also mentioned some things he would like to push for in the next game.
The biggest thing, we got to get better. We got to get better tackling on defense, and we got to get better finishing plays offensively. We guys know we got to get better tackling on defense. And that starts with us, and we're going to get started on that Sunday.
I also asked him his ideas on the crowd and his team's performance as a whole.
Great crowd. Come out tonight, just, continue to come up there on that road to Boom in if we can, and we need to get that win.
And there you have it. The Eagles win their first home game, 41-21. Tracy reporting for WHUC.